Good evening. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. I hope you guys had a great weekend and I hope your Monday is going well so far. Today's topic for Mindset Monday is maybe, just maybe, the problem is you. Maybe, just maybe, the problem is you. It's so crazy. Sometimes I'm like lost on what I'm going to speak about. And then it hits me like a ton of bricks, right? This past weekend, I went to a conference for my job, and it's something that one of the speakers said that really stuck to me. And then throughout today, I was reminiscing about this marathon my husband and I was watching about Black love, and something about that kind of struck me. And then it was an incident that just happened with me and my husband, and I was like, oh my God, yes, this is definitely what I was going to talk about. A lot of times people are so quick to look at others as if they're the problem, right? You're always saying that, when you go somewhere, you find an issue with this. In your workplace, you have issues with people. At your job, in your business, in your family, in your relationships, at the grocery store, wherever you go, it's like you have a problem and you're always thinking it's the other people. But one thing that I learned, right, is that everywhere you go, you take yourself with you. And a lot of times people neglect to look at themselves as the common denominator. So maybe, just maybe, if there's a problem that you're dealing with right now, it's you. You are the common denominator. You take you everywhere you go. You're the ones having the same problems with different people in different environments. You may be the problem, and maybe it's time for you to start looking at yourself to see what it is that I need to learn about myself, what it is that I need to fix about myself. At the conference, one of the speakers spoke about us realizing we have success in the field that I work in is when we move from the lens perspective as looking at people through a specific type of lens, and instead we're pivoting to looking in the mirror. When we start seeing ourselves, when we start doing the hard work, when we start looking at our own reflection instead of looking through a lens at people and seeing them a different type of way, when we start looking at ourselves in a different type of way, that's when the true success begins. Because in order for you to work on anything external, you got to start within. No change starts from the outside. All change starts right here. So it's time for us to pivot from looking through the lens and looking at the mirror. And lastly, I was just home chilling with my husband, and he did something. I was like, oh, boo, you smell musty. Baby, it was me. He was like, no, I don't. I just took a shower. I took a whiff of myself and realized, like, oh yeah, I did not put on deodorant. And y'all know this heat out here is disrespectful. So here I am thinking that this thing was him when it was me. When we were watching this marathon on Black love, so many of the couples had to look within, thinking that something in their relationship was based on the other person's wrongdoing, when in reality, it was their wrongdoing. So in all these things coming back to me as I was thinking about what I wanted to talk about, I don't know if this message is only for me or it's meant for you, but maybe, just maybe, the problem is you. Instead of you looking at what other people are doing, look at yourself. Instead of blaming other people for what went wrong, look at yourself. Instead of calling other people out and saying that they are this thing, maybe you are that thing. The moment we start doing the inner work, then the outer things will begin to change. Change starts within. And if you don't like what's happening outside, maybe, just maybe, the problem is you. I hope you guys have a great rest of the day. Hope you enjoy the rest of your week. Go out and do the work. Realize you may be the problem. And I'll talk to you next week for another Mindset Monday. Bye-bye.